Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. I want to make sure everyone has a big drink. I'm going to take a drink right now. And clear my throat, for crying out loud. I hope that everybody is raring to go today. I sure am. If you're popping in, just say hello so we can all, meet and everything. Greet each other. Keep our communication open. I have all the things. I have so many things that I'm working on all at once that this helps me to just chill out and focus on just a couple things this morning, and then the rest of my day will be trying to finish all the things. But right now I have 1 hour to just chill with you and chat and make stuff. If you are brand new here, if you would like, follow and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you would share, that makes all the difference in the world. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Anne, and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Those are the places you can post photos of your creations, and I want to see your creations too. That's what makes us an amazing community, right? Is that we get to share in each other's creations and each other's lives in this weird virtual way. If you would comment on Facebook, that's so helpful, and share. On Instagram, if you would comment and hit that heart button, and then I showed you last week the little banner. If you would save it, that makes a huge difference too. Anyway, let's get started. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Linda. How are you? So I have a blast from the past art printable that I'm playing with today. So this is the Forget-Me-Nots. So I'm just going to trim the slim line. That's what we're going to work with today. Off this piece. I feel like I want to start doing a little bit more. That was kind of a close cut, but slimline things a little bit more. I'm going to be digging some stuff from older art printables. Hey Sue, I'm so sorry that I didn't see your ask to get into the crayon class until after class started. I'm so sorry, but you're in now. I hope everyone is good. So I am going to play with this piece. I've worked on it a little bit with my black gel pen. I've kind of gone over some lines that were a little blurred, and then I want to... Good morning, Vicky. How are you doing this morning? So good, I hope. So good. So I have, I really like, well, hey, Tam, you're home. I bet your trip was fab. I'm going to color this one in. I'm really liking adding... Well, hey, Joni, how are you? So I had painted this piece last week. I was, all into crayons because of my class. And know that you can still take that class. You can absolutely still take that class. So I painted this piece from Fall Fodder 2 last year with the Art of Soul paints. I wanted to play with them a little bit. I like to put things through their paces. So I painted something, and now I want to kind of enhance it a little bit. That's what I'm feeling this morning. So I'm going to get a variety of gel pens out. And we're going to start adding those details. Always have a little primer paper beside you when you're using gel pens. It helps, like, get that pen going, get that ink flowing. So I'm just adding some bits and bobs here. So this past weekend, Jeff and I went up to Prescott to get out of the heat. And I know it's going to sound crazy when I say we went to get out of the heat, and it was, I was talking to my nephew, and he said, enjoy the cool weather. And I said, yeah, I can't wait. It's 90 right now, which I know that sounds crazy, but that was nice and cool for us. You know what, I'm looking at this and thinking, all of these red dots look like chicken pox or something, measles. But I think if I do a lot of things... Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, this is a box of crayons I drew, full of flowers, of course, last year for my Fall Fodder 2 art printable. I do find with gel pens, if you work straight up and down, you're going to get a better flow. It's when you try to write on an angle or draw on an angle, that's when you're going to get skippiness. And remember that with gel pens, the best way, if you're drawing lines, you want to go slow and barely any pressure. Slow and barely any pressure is how you're going to get nice smooth lines. If you try to go fast, that's when you're going to get those skippity doo-dahs. Okay, I've done something there. Let's see, what can we do? I have this purple... I do use the plain ones. I'm not really very much of a sparkly girl, but I have some. I have those Sparkle Pops. I bought those Sparkle Pops, probably 7 years ago. Do you remember, Tam? And we used them like mad in a lettering class that I taught. Oh my gosh. We had so much fun with those. So I have them. I just don't use them as much as I use just plain gel pens. Let's see. There we go. This would be a good one. So this one, I'm feeling like I just want to do maybe the deeper areas of color. And I'm going to do some more stippling like than filling it with kind of deliberate dots. Yeah, that's making me happy. Just the addition of this just always feels like it brings a little life. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna do this. I will say my favorite gel pens are my black and my white. It just, I don't know, they just add such dimension. So, so we went up to Prescott, like I said, and oh my gosh, we had ourselves a time. let's make the center of this flower white. See what we get. There we go. That's pretty. Let's let that dry and then we'll go over it again. So Jeff made reservations and we stayed in this Airbnb that was so amazing, you guys. It used to be a mansion on in the historic. Oh, we do. She's a blabbermouth. She's a blabbermouth. I have a secret that is coming out this week. I have my dates for my next art retreat, and it is called You Are a Wildflower. So write this down, Linda. It is January 30th through February 3rd, and I said that I would put it out last week. I will put it out for sure this week. I had some things come up that I wasn't able to do it. But anyway, yes, Lindsay and I have a big surprise coming, and I have a big surprise coming January 30th. Well, it's not a surprise. I let the cat out of the bag that it's my next retreat. And you guys, I'm so jazzed. I'm so jazzed for what's coming. I already have it all planned out. And Linda, this year I'm having it at it's called the Arizona Craft House, I think it's called. And it is every attendee gets their own 5-foot table. So, hello, not like squished up like last time, Linda. And there is lodging available at the house. There are 6 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. It has a beautiful kitchen. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I have a bunch of, I think I'm going to, ooh, look at that. Yellow looks so pretty. I think I want to do like a fill-in dots, like the red rose. I really like the tone on tone. That makes me so happy. So I will put it out. Oh my gosh. There's a swimming pool that Teresa already said that's where she wants to take her break. She just wants to put her feet in the swimming pool. There's a gorgeous table in the backyard that we can eat at. There's, oh my gosh. Sienna's already starting to plan. She likes to do charcuterie trays, so we're going to have charcuterie. Oh, that's pretty. Super excited. Super excited. I already have, yes, in January. So people are coming from far away, Lisa. People are coming from far away. Feet in the pool in Arizona. That's the way to go. My sister would swim in my pool whenever she comes here, but she's crazy. Oh my gosh, Linda, I can't wait till you see it. I can't believe. I was so lucky to find it. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Let's see. I thought I had a different kind of. Oh, here we go. I have this kind of a. Oh my gosh, Linda, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. And the project that I have for this year is just, I am over the moon. So be on the lookout for news of the registration opening for the retreat. So this, I knew Lindsay was going to blab it. I knew she was. I told her there was some details that we needed to work out first, but she can't help herself. I get it. I get it. So I'm just going to give you another hint about it. It's going to happen 1 year from now, in September of 2024. There should be some hotels near, but the place sleeps 16, and the bedrooms, almost every bedroom has its own bathroom, and so there's plenty of places. No, I know her. Seriously, Debbie, I know her. And she already said it to me in a text message. She goes, I get so excited, I want to share it. She's funny. Oh, speaking of Lindsay, so next week is her annual online birthday party where she gathers a bunch of artist friends and we all teach classes for she picks her birthday party theme, and this year is childhood memories, and I can't wait to share my project with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. It's a cootie catcher, but like with a twist. So make sure you eat a good breakfast. I'm 10 o'clock on the 3rd is my class is up. Everybody take a drink. Look here's one of my prototypes. It doesn't have anything drawn on it, but I gave something away there. But wait till you see it. Oh my gosh. We're going to have so much fun. So much fun. We always did. Her parties, we always have ourselves a time. We do. And then we have to get ready for Ornamentally Yours. So many things coming down the pike. Wonder. That's kind of nice, I think. I don't know. I know I need to do something to... Bye, Deb. Have a great day. Make it a terrific Tuesday. I need to do something down here to brighten things. I just don't know exactly what I want to do. So, I'm going to move on to something else. I have... Do you remember I told you that Debbie Pack sent me some beautiful art papers, just little chunks. And you know what? They fit perfectly on the front of a Rolodex card. So I thought, let's make some Rolodex card bases, and then I can create some artwork to go on to match the background papers. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's do a little prep work. Is I guess where I'm going with this. So, you know, you might do the same. blank piece of paper that I can use as like my glue paper. You know what I mean? I find this, that kind of works best for me. I get a lot of glue on there because stuff like this, I want to make sure that things are glued all the way to the edges. This one, and pull that across. Okay. Set that aside to dry. And let's do the next one. Shut it, look at this one. I don't know, because if I do it will be sideways. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. This one, Debbie took my, I know, she did great, didn't she, Lisa? I just love it. So this one, Debbie took my, Glow Up Your Jellies class. I'm telling you, you should take that class. It was a blast. And if you're a jelly printer, it's something you need. And look at this one, was just on notebook paper. I love it so much. So let's press that in, set that aside to dry. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, I have this one. I know, isn't that pretty? That's from my crayon class. Another class that everybody should take. Do I have an endorsement from anyone who took my crayon class? I taught, I think in the end it was 17 techniques, like artsy techniques that you can use with crayons. And today I am posting one more mini class because I had more information. It was 2 hours and I still had more information to add. Because you know, if I get, I know, Peg, don't you just love it? I'm telling you, if I get hooked on a technique like that, I want to work it and work it and work it till it's like part of my artsy arsenal in my noggin. Look at how pretty that is. Set that aside to dry and then shut it. Look at this one. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate that. I know, Peg, don't you just get hooked. You can't stop using those crayons. I will post that probably today, the second class. Okay. I like this where there's some blue, like it has the most backgroundy colors. Do you know what I'm saying? See how it has, let me push that down a little bit. It has, I'm telling you, it's such a cheap, it's a cheap art supply, that's for sure. Okay. See, I picked this one because look, I have a little bit of blue back here and the pink and some yellow and of course that gorgeous gold on top. Now I'm totally stealing that idea. Okay. So let's move that aside. Pull this one in, I'm ready to trim. Oh my gosh, me too, Pegs. I never got the big box of crayons. We always got like the 24. I could do so much with those 24 colors. And that's the thing about this class. You do not need a giant amount of crayons. You can just use, I know, right, Linda? You can get all of those technique results with a box of 16 or 8 or 24. no matter what you, no matter what box of crayons you have, you can get amazing, you can produce amazing art just using the techniques that I shared with you. Stop it right this minute. Stop it right this minute. I love that I'll have these raring to go for some more art pieces. I love that. Let's see. Next one. Look at that. It looks like Monet, doesn't it? That background, it looks like Monet's water lilies. And remember that I have all of these little bits and pieces for my master sheet. So you can do like a full sheet of paper master sheet. You can do an index card. You can do whatever you want. But just don't waste those beautiful artsy papers. Save those bits and bobs and you can create amazing art with them. Oh my gosh, look at it, just look at it. Do you see the Monet vibe going on back there? So I do have my I do have these bits and bobs from last week, so we could add stuff to that. How are we doing on time? We're doing all right. So I'll set these aside. I get all nervous that I won't be able to share every single thing I want to share with you in the hour's time. Swear, Linda, isn't he amazing? Yes. You know I'm all about sharing new artists for us to be inspired by. There we go. You know what's so crazy is that these are all so different in their makeup. All of these art papers. Everyone is unique. I love that. Look at that one. What am I going to end up putting on there? I don't know. It'll be great. And then I have this last one on this big piece. So, I just think that sometimes we get a little bit overwhelmed with art. I don't think we should, but we do. It's just human nature, right? But if you break down to steps like this, right? So today, I'm not letting my brain go to, what am I going to put on top of this? Blah, 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 blah. Because that's my brain is a busy brain and it just goes around and around and around and won't stop. But if I just say, today, I'm just going to concentrate on covering some Rolodex cards, right? I just covered some Rolodex cards. And those are just going to sit right here on my desk and I'm going to create and then be like, oh, this would be the perfect flower for this. Or this would be the perfect... Are they, Linda? Well, Lisa, do you go to estate sales? because that's where I get pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. Oh, good morning, Kristen. So happy to see you here. Okay, so now I have all these little bits and bobs, right? So I'm going to bring in my two pieces that I have here. My two I'm feeling like I might want to do one more, because these are oranges and yellows and pinks. I might want to do a cool palette on this one. So let's there we go. Get that down. You know what? I could totally I don't know. I could put this on here and then I could build on top of it. Is what I'm kind of thinking. Oh, good thinking, Pegs. The Goodwill. Good idea. Yeah, it's so funny. You remember, like, a Rolodex used to be a treasured piece of equipment, right? And it's so funny. Jeff was just talking about how he was talking to a coworker, and he said something about building his Rolodex. He doesn't have a physical Rolodex, but he has like a digital one, because he's not cool like his wife. But anyway, I digress. And she said, oh my gosh, you and I are going to be great friends, because you know what a Rolodex is, and these young kids today don't know what a Rolodex is. I thought that was so funny. Got a little piece here. Put that right there. And then you know what I was just thinking? I have all of these little bits. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't those look cool, like along the edge of something? I think. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a whirl. I am so gluey. Oh, stop it. Oh, somebody's at my door.
At the front door.
Hopefully Jeff will come down and get it. Because I will not interrupt my class. Oh, that's cool, Tam. Okay. Ooh, I have 3 more over here. Yeah, I have a flippy one, and I have one that is like a the flat kind. Well, I think I've shown you guys before. I just love like not wasting any of this gorgeous paper. Right? Look at that. So pretty. And that. And that. Do you put something in the holes on the card? No, that's where they go into the... Just a sec. See if it's downstairs. There, Lisa. You see, that's where they click in. Ta-da! There we go. Does that make sense? You're welcome. Please, if all my questions were that easy to answer today, I would be doing grand. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, where's that? I need to get my glue paper down again. I think I have one little extra bit that I'll have go over the edge here, and I'll snip that off. When I do things like this, when I do pieces like this, that I use all of these little bits, some people might think that it looks junky. But for me, when I look at it, I see all of the little bits of beauty. Like this kind of looks like the sun rays down here. I didn't mean it to, but it's kind of forming in that way. So just know, like, there's beauty everywhere, and that you can just take all of those. Look, I found another little piece of paper. All of those bits can grow into something amazing. I have this. I'm telling you right this minute, I always have something else going on. Okay, so I have this index card, and on the back side I found this paper that has these grids that are kind of small. I ran it through my Xyron, so that paper is so I will trim it to fit the size of my I swear, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth, pegs? I feel like there we go. I think I am married to amazement. How about you? I'm going to trim it to the size of the index card, right? But I'll leave this one. Okay, so I'm going to pull that apart. And then do you see I can start building. So we did something like this at the retreat, where we created a grid of artsy paper boxes. But this one, I feel like we could do, look at, I can do right here. I can just start filling it, right? As I go along. right? And then when I'm done with that, I can just close it back up and then come back with another one, right? So just know that it's okay for them to be a work in progress. I have a million works in progress in my life. I'm a work in progress. Let's do this longy. I feel like that might be cool. Like on this end, remember our rules of design. We want to repeat. Look at it. Just look at it. Ugh. I'm loving it. And I can build on here. I can build over. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be all the things. Oh, look at that. One little square. Let's get this one back. Find a place where we can have it belong. Let's try this end. See if there's a place. No, these are all pretty big. Oh, maybe up here. There we go. None of it's wasted. None of it's wasted. Okay, so I have these bits that I can work with a little later, right? Because I have one more thing I have a couple things I want to share with you. It's like every day, you know, I have all the things. So one thing I wanted to share with you is, so originally I started talking about this. Okay, so I saw this technique online and I was like, oh, how can I work that with one of my art printables? And so I picked a slimline art printable. Ooh, everybody take a drink. And move that to the side, move that to the side. I have my gouache out here. So here was my thought. I want to make my gouache just a little bit opaque. So, and forget-me-nots are normally yellow and blue, so I thought, oh, that might be fun to play with yellows and blues. So let's get a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue. Oh, that one had a little bit of goo. That's going to take some mixing. Some yellow. And I'm feeling like maybe some of this ochre. That might be kind of a fun addition. Right? All right. So I want it to be slightly opaque, but still enough that I can see through it. Like I can see the pattern through it. So here's what I saw someone did. So let's take this blue. I'm going to work that water into the gouache. So remember, gouache is more opaque than watercolors, but can become a bit transparent with water. Right? So let's test that out on a piece of scratch. See how we're doing. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Okay, so this is what she did. So she just did some color blocking on a big piece of artwork like this. So we can do circles. And my circle is kind of funky, and that's okay. I'm going to fill that circle with color. taking time to really smooth out my color so that I have pretty even coverage, like up here. I want to kind of pull that color. And this is on copy paper because I really want to put this into my art journal. And you know I like weights of paper in my art journal. So if your art journal is watercolor paper, then you want your fodder to be no heavier than watercolor paper. Does that make sense? And if you, oh, I thought I had a paper towel. But if you're working in art journals like ours, where it's lightweight composition notebook paper, you want to put another lightweight something. Your fodder to be this, a lightweight. Okay, let's do this ochre. Look at how pretty that is. Really take a minute to work that pigment into your water so we've got a nice consistency. All right, and then we'll test it out. Perfect. So now I want to do one kind of over here. And like I said, I'm going to do the same thing. I really want to take a minute to smooth out that paint. So we have nice even coverage. There we go. Here's my paper towel. Clean off my brush. Now I'm going to do this darker blue. Let's see how you know what, this one was such a funny consistency because it had that, whatever that binder is, kind of separated from the color. Let's put a little bit more color in there, I think. Be sure to always take a minute to get those caps on nice and tight again. Okay. Add a little bit more water. Incorporate it, and then let's do, and you see I'm like really purposefully creating organic shapes. I just like that. Like that's just what kind of speaks to me. That's kind of my style. If you're an exacting person, then I suppose you could use a template and work on and trace it and then fill in the paint. Fill it in with paint, I should say. Okay. And that brush. Get all that blue out of there before we go to another yellow. This looks so bright now next to the ochre, doesn't it? I think it'll be a cool contrast. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now you kind of get where I'm going with this, right? So let's dry it so I can show you the next step. And then I have to put this in my art journal because I'm not wasting that color. I'll just dry this one up here at the tippity top so you can see my vision. Okay. So now I want to bring those images back up through the paint. So to do that, I'm going to use my black gel pen. I'm going to go over those lines. Like I already have a art journal entry in mind for this piece. There, do you get the idea? Right? So we're going to just go around things. There we go. So that's going to make it pop through. 7 minutes. Hey! Goes too fast. Okay. Well, better hurry up and do some comfort book. But do you get the idea? I'll work on this more and then we'll put it together. No, Sue, they're in the file section. They're in the file section of the group. But if you let me know if you like go to the group after class today and let me know if you can find it. They're all there. They're all in the file section of the group or in the comments. I posted them in the comments, but once they go in the comments, then they should go to the file section. Everything should be there. Let's open it. Ta-da. Nothing either good or bad. When Hamilton tells his old university buddies Rosecrans and Guildenstern that there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so, he doesn't mean this in a positive way. Shakespeare's prince is in a foul and depressed mood, but with reason. He is talking about Denmark, and indeed the whole world being a prison. For him, Denmark really is a physical and psychological prison. But he is also aware that perspective plays a part in this, and that the world and Denmark aren't intrinsically bad. They are bad from his perspective. They are bad because he thinks they are. External events are neutral. They only gain positive or negative value the moment they enter our minds. It is ultimately up to us how to greet these things. It's not always easy, sure, but there is a comfort in knowing it is possible to view any single thing in multiple ways. It also empowers us because we aren't at the mercy of the world we can never control. We are at the mercy of a mind we can, potentially, with effort and determination, begin to alter and expand. Our mind might make prisons, but it also gives us keys. That was a good one, wasn't it? I think I say that every week, but you know. So I do have the extra pieces from this. that I'm kind of feeling like I might want to paint those too. But I'm also feeling like I might, look, I have these two pieces that I might want to paint as, they are all good. Man alive, they are all good. I might want to paint some of these and a background. I might want to, there we go, there we go. This one did have watercolor ground. See, and I found this in a file of printed artwork that I had this morning. So, and I had the foresight to put watercolor ground on it before I did it. Before I coated it with watercolor ground, and then it got stuck in a file. So it's kind of like the Rolodex cards, right? I did a little prep work. Oh, I'm loving this. Beforehand, and it's kind of working for me. I had this salad when I was up in Prescott, and I'm making the salad to take to my friend Lucinda's house today. So it was, oh my gosh, you guys, I love that. I'm just loving that. But I'm wondering, no, I always put watercolor ground on my paper after I print, but because I have a laser printer, Beth. If you do not have a laser printer, if you have an inkjet printer, you're going to want to set that ink before you put anything on it. So if you have a inkjet printer, which is what most people have, you're going to want to heat set it with your heat gun, with an iron. So I did write to you about that this morning, Beth. If your watercolor ground gets dry, you can do a couple of things. But what I suggested to you was you're going to open up your watercolor ground and put, like, if it's all dry in there, this one's not dry, but you'll understand what I'm saying. You're going to put, like, just a little bit of water in there, then close it back up, then shake it up, and then let that sit for a little bit. Then open it back up, see if it's starting to look a little moist. If it is, then I would add a little bit more water, but I'm saying, like, sparingly, be super sparingly, because if you get it too watery, then it's going to kind of lose some of its effectiveness. Do you know what I mean? Put some more water in there and repeat the cycle. Put more water in there, close it up, shake it up, let it sit. And keep repeating until it's starting to look like it's ready to be stirred. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like, oh, I could move that a little bit. And then just keep, I think that you should absolutely be able to reconstitute it. I think it's just going to take a little work. But I did answer you, so you have that in an email if you need it for reference. This is, oh my gosh, it's looking so good. You're welcome. I am always about, like, how can I save what I'm doing? Do you know what I mean? Oh, so the salad. So, it was a bed of arugula and spinach mix. And on top of that was, I know, Pegs, I know I'm over. On top of that was shaved Parmesan and slivered almonds. And then it was surrounded by orange and grapefruit, pink grapefruit segments. And then it was, on top was a orange vinaigrette. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. So I bought all the stuff to make that salad to take to Lucinda's house today. I have an old HP laser printer that Jeff got on OfferUp for like $30. Oh my gosh. So I'm loving this, loving this, loving this. I do think that I want to do, remember I did a page in my other art journal with my leftover gouache. For this page, right? So I think I want to use up that leftover gouache on another page. Oh, here's some, I don't know, something that Desiree and I were playing around with, some idea. I don't know. Anyway, I will paint some kind of a pattern on here, or I don't know. Oh, what do you think, Pegs? Do you like it? Can you put a link to it so Valerie can see? I haven't looked at brand new ones. Jeff got this one. I don't know what I want to do with my I don't know. Ooh. Canon laser printer. All right, all right. So if you have a laser printer, Beth, then you should then print and then put your watercolor ground on after you get it all reconstituted. Oh, there you go. There you go. What a great Christmas present, huh? So on Thursday, let's play with creating a page in here with this. Or maybe this. I don't know. Oh, I saw those ink tanks. I don't know. I will just say my laser printer is only black and white. And I got it specifically for my art printables. I knew I just wanted black and white. But I will say, in May, that will be the 5th anniversary of my business. And I have changed the cartridge one time. And that was just before my retreat last year. Thanks, Linda. I adore you. I know I need to say goodbye. I know I need to say goodbye. Honest to Pete. Go and have a terrific Tuesday, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging with me, for painting with me, for creating with me, for chatting with me. Like I said, share it with anybody you think might enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow in Stitch Along. Bye, everyone.